Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we're going to make something today that we haven't made in a long time. Some Barbie doll jewelry. Let's turn down and we'll get started, and I'll show you what we're going to do with it. Okay, to make Barbie doll jewelry, you need something. These are the earring parts we're going to use to make our earrings, and these are what we're going to use to make the necklace. Now, you'll need, this is ring memory wire, and you're going to need at least a link and a half, maybe closer to 2, but I'm going to go with a link and a half, which is what I usually use. So we'll need to get our memory wire tools out. Here's our, and our, nope, that's not our cutter, that's our looper. Where are we, memory wire cutter? Oh, right here. Okay, so we need to open this up, get in here, and cut at the loop and a half spot, which is about right here. So get our cutters in there. If you cut extra, hey, no big deal, but you want it that much at least. So there we go. There is our cut piece of memory wire. We're going to put our earring stuff up a little bit because we don't want to accidentally bink it. So now we're going to take our smaller of our loops, get it as close to the end as you can. Oop, not snapping off there, baby. And we want to wrap it. Oops, I've got it so it will wrap on the big one. We don't want to wrap on the big one. We want to wrap on the little one. So let's just get her going. Oh, stop. I hate that when it snaps off the pliers, don't you? So, okay, come on, you're right there. You shouldn't be snapping off. And we want this good and tight to the other wire, so better to make an extra bit like a split ring kind of thing than to let her have an opening. Now these beads I'm using are from SoftFlex's Company's Moroccan Bazaar. So now that we've got that on, we want to divide our beads in half. This is going to be our focal, this pearl. Then we're going to go like so. And then with this little guy. And this one. Now some of these may not decide to go on here. If that happens, then we'll work with it as it goes. Now I think I've got more than I need, so I'm going to put these two aside because we may be more than we need with just what we've already got here. So let's feed our beads onto our memory wire. Now these can be difficult to work with because they're tiny and we're going on a tiny piece of wire, but we'll see how we go. Now, if one of these other beads decides it doesn't want to go around the loop, then we'll be using the rest of these cubes. And we still might. We'll see how it goes. If we get to that point and we're not got enough beads, we'll have to take them off and put some more on, the other two on. But I think we'll probably be fine. Let's see, this one needs to go this way. Nope, other way. I think I was right in the first place. I want this to, this is like a little teardrop. We want it to face the short end to face the uphill climb. Okay, Vippy, you were on a second ago. You can go on again. There we go. So now we want this little guy. This bigger fellow. And he's not going to go. Oh, maybe he will. He acted like he wasn't going to for a little bit there. And I think we may have just the perfect amount of beads. We'll find out here in just a second. This guy. Come on, the other one went on. You should go on too. There. Come on, baby. Stubborn things. They don't want to stay where I've got them at. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to be good. So then this little guy again. This one. Really weirds me out when one goes on easily and then the next one, which is exactly the same kind, doesn't want to go. Now I do have extras of this size if I have to go get another one, but I'm hoping I can just get this guy to go on like a good baby. There, finally. Now we just have the last 5 little cubes and turning the end here. Now our last cube and turning our end. See, that's about perfect. So now we have to get this last end turned. Okay, our necklace is done. Isn't that cute? So there's our necklace. These little cubes are extra. We could actually put them on the earrings. So now we'll go to working on the earrings. So the earring is this little gray one. Well, where's your end? There we go. And the little teardrop. Oh, come on, teardrop. That one went on easily. Now see how that is? We could make this into the earring, or we could add the cube to finish it off. I think I sort of like the cube. What do you think? Isn't that cute? Okay, now put the other one together here. Exactly the same way. So there we go. Now we just need to bend them over and make them into a pair of earrings. So we'll just bend them over here and here. Okay, now we make a little wrapped loop just like we would any other loop, but I'm going to use my round nose pliers as opposed to my bell nose pliers because our bell making pliers, because we want a tiny loop here. We don't need a very big one. So we're just going to wrap that around, and then we will do our wrap. Cut the excess and tuck it in. Now you remember this top little cube is actually is glass, so you don't want to crunch it. So be careful as you do this. Now, if you didn't get the Moroccan kit, you could use any small beads. You want small beads, and you could use a seed bead up here at the top. And actually, instead of these little cubes on a normal set of earrings where I don't have these cubes, I do use seed beads for my beads where I put all of these little cubes at. So there is that first wrap done. Now we got to do our second one. So we'll get our little pliers in there and pull her around and bring her down, drop, bring her over, and then we're going to wrap it. Okay, now we have this little guy. Straighten that up. And then the second one is now ready. Now, the next step is to take these eye pins, and of course we don't want them this big because, hey, they'd go straight through her head and out the other side. But what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to give them a little fold, squishing this fold down so that it's pretty compact, but not entirely gone, obviously. And then after we do that, we're going to take our flush cutters, pull this apart just a little bit so we can see what we're doing, and cut the excess wire off right about where it comes through. Then we'll get this tightened up again. Oop, no dropsy throws. Okay, so that one is done. And then we're going to do the same with this one. We want to fold it over. See if we get it about the same size spot. Though it doesn't really matter if it's the same spot because these are going to go inside her head where where her earrings would normally go. So we're going to fold this over again, like we said before. Bring it over. Then we're going to scrunch that so it's pretty tight. That really doesn't want to scrunch very well. That's all right. And we're going to cut this off, the excess off. Watching to make sure you don't get your other wire in there. Cut the excess off. And now we have our second earring base. This is the base. This is the spot where they go into their head. And this one is a little bit longer than the other, I think, but it doesn't matter, like I said, because they're just going to go in her head. So then when we have that part done, what we need to do is open our eye pin up, put one of our earring pieces in the eye pin, in that opening, and close it back up. So earring number 1 is done. Now we do the same here. Open this opening up, hook our earring piece on, close it back up. Earring number 2 is done. So now we have our necklace and our earrings done. So let's put them on my Barbie doll. Now I've already put her necklace on, as you can see. She's got studs in her ears, so we're going to take those out. Those are made with little Swarovski crystal bicones. So just pull those out and take one of these and push it into her ear, right like that. So, and then we'll do the same with the other side, putting the studs in a safe place because we don't want to lose her little studs. Incidentally, those are easy to make. What you do is just put the crystal on a piece of on a eye pin, and then you fold the eye pin over just like we did the pieces to put in her ears here. So there is her earring and necklace on her. Aren't those cute? So here is our Barbie. She's wearing her new jewelry. This piece and this piece are used from the Moroccan Bazaar SoftFlex Design Challenge Kit. So aren't those cute? There she goes. Very simple, very easy, really cute. For if you collect Barbies, it would work for you, for your own Barbies or your kids' Barbies. Aren't those cute? We'll see you later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. And again, we've been using the Moroccan Bazaar Design Challenge Kit from SoftFlex to make these. Any small beads work. You want small ones, though. You don't want big ones because it'll overpower her. But yeah, these are some tiny beads from out of Moroccan Bazaar. Anyway, again, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.